Hey, it's Soul. Welcome back to the tomb, and I'm going to show you folks how to tank Harjatan, or however the heck it's pronounced. This turned out to be a pretty fun fight with quite a few mechanics to balance, but, well, when it comes to the execution, it wasn't really that bad at all. For this fight I used Blessed Hammer, First Avenger, Fist of Justice, Blessed Spell Warding, Hand of the Protector, Judgment of Light, and either Righteous Protector or Seraphim, depending on what your kind of DPS output is, and if you're having trouble surviving. We're going to approach this fight as if you're the one that is pulling first. When you first pull this boss, pull him to one side of the room. When you pull, there are a few immediate things to look out for. Jagged Abrasion is your usual tank swap mechanic. This deals a physical dot that lasts about 30 or so seconds. Timing wise, you pretty much want to swap every 6 or so stacks. As the boss attacks, it gains energy. At 100 energy, the boss does a short cast and then does an ability called Unchecked Rage. This deals enough damage to pretty much one-shot you if you're not popping a major cooldown. And this damage is shared amongst all targets hit. The best way to mitigate this is to have the entire raid stacked together when Unchecked Rage is cast. At the same time, for the sake of safety, you probably want to save a Shield of the Righteous charge for this move, just in case not everyone is stacked together. This isn't an ability that you want to cheese with something like Divine Shield or Blessing of Protection. According to the Dungeon Journal, if less than 5 enemies are hit by Unchecked Rage, the Harjatan becomes enraged. Which, to be honest, I haven't seen, but I don't think you want to see it either. Throughout the fight, the boss will summon 2 types of adds. You basically want to make sure that you tag them and pull them in. They do certain abilities to other players that prompt them to run outside of the group, either because of a fixate, or because a circle is around a player. These players should be instructed to run behind the boss where no one else should be. Like I said earlier, everyone should be stacked in front of the boss with the tank. As you're taking damage from the abilities that the adds and the boss do, you're going to take stacks of a debuff called Drenched. This is a dot that expires at certain points of the fight. It also stacks, so the easy rule for avoiding Drenched is basically to kill the adds as quickly as possible. Also during the fight, puddles are going to appear. They come from different sources, including the boss himself, as well as the circles that are around players. Again, these players want to drop the puddles ideally somewhere behind the boss where no one else is. Eventually the boss uses an ability called Draw In. He's going to take all these puddles and bring them back into himself. You don't want to be in the way of these puddles because that's what's going to also get you those stacks of Drenched. Once he finishes that cast, he's going to gain an ability called Frigid Blows. This makes it so that each of his melee attacks are going to cause heavy frost AoE damage to everyone that's nearby. If you're the one that pulled the boss first, and if you were tank swapping correctly, the other tank should be holding onto the boss while Frigid Blows is going on. The boss gains a buff that's stacked at a certain amount during this phase. It slowly goes down with each melee attack, and as soon as it's done, he's more than likely going to be at maximum energy and will use Unchecked Rage. Also while Frigid Blows is going on, each melee hit is going to cause a puddle to appear somewhere under a player. Once the stacks of Frigid Blows are expired, he's going to use an ability called Frosty Discharge, which does a little bit of damage to the whole raid. It also causes the stacks of Drench to go away, and it's more than likely that the boss is going to have enough energy to use Unchecked Rage. So here's how to handle that Frigid Blows phase. Once that phase begins, you or whoever's tanking is going to start moving to the other side of the room. The other players shouldn't be on the other side of the room just yet to make sure that the puddles that come out from Frozen Blows aren't in a bad spot. The number of stacks on Frozen Blows is dependent on how many puddles the boss absorbed. So over time this phase is going to be longer and longer. Once the boss is at 3 or so stacks remaining, try to position the boss so that as many puddles as possible are at his back. The rest of the raid should start collapsing on the current tank just before it runs out of Frigid Blow stacks. Once the stacks expire, everyone takes a little bit of damage, and everyone should be available on top of the tank to eat Unchecked Rage together. It's around that time that the first tank should take the boss back, and you just repeat everything that you're doing. So to quickly recap, taunt swap at 6 or so stacks of the debuff. Try to keep adds close, and try to AoE them down. You can help with some CC as well, or you can just keep focusing on the boss. Help the team spread out during the Frozen Blows phase, reposition the boss by the end of the phase, and make sure that everyone is stacked together by the end of the phase so that Unchecked Rage doesn't kill you. Rinse and repeat a couple times, and then loot the boss. That's pretty much it, but once again I'm going to leave you uncut footage of our kill. Support us and the channel the way you know best. Like and subscribe for more content, become a patron, or just keep on watching and enjoying the videos. You guys have a good one, I'll see you at the next boss, and stay breezy.
You're not the boss.
Must.
Or not, it's up to you.
You gonna stack up in the game?
Procs, yo.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Haste.
That was circle.
Yeah, get those things out.
You're behind the boss of the circle. Or
That's
on the
good
far
enough.
side. No, that's fine. I'm just saying in general.
4,
Beware.
2, 1.
Oh, I didn't want to use that yet.
Use what? Oh, thingy
Darkness.
defense thing? Yeah. Darkness!
Darknesses. Yeah.
4,
And you can't interrupt the wave menders. You can do it as much as you can.
Alright, spread.
Beware.
Stack back up. As long as he's not blue, he's not doing this shit, right?
Yeah.
4,
Did he even do the thing?
2,
He did not.
Yeah, he did.
He did? Oh, I did not
It's
even
just
see it.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
still
he
had
only-
he was still pointed towards everybody. So it was
Okay.
If it was like another second or two, it would have been really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Because then you would have faced more. The first one's usually only like 2 or 3 stacks, so.
That's where I always put life blue on somebody right before you guys switch tanks.
Move those things out. Thank you.
Spread out, hold the stack.
Alright, get away. 6. 3. Start getting back together, guys.
Make sure
Oh, who did that?
Yeah,
Sorry,
don't
that
stand
was
on
me.
blue until that.
Beware.
Ending rage.
I'm gonna pull him back a little bit, guys, so move with me. Alright.
Do the Humpty Humpty.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Move those out.
And move it.
Live.
Oh, don't move there, guys.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Rotate a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna rotate, guys, so move a little bit.
4,
You're doing clockwise or shag clockwise?
1.
Follow the bear.
No.
Which bear?
That one!
I'm not a bear anymore. They ran to wear it off. Your logic is flawed.
You fucking guys. Move those away.
I'm gonna move it.
Ready to panic.
Pop a cooldown.
Alright.
A little too early.
Don't stack too early, guys. We got about 6 left. 3. Get in, guys. Get together, get together.
Oh,
Too early,
watch out.
dude. Too early.
We're moving.
Okay.
Alright. Kind of a shitty position, but this is what we got. So don't fuck us over with the puddle thingamajigs. Pretty please.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Shad's got her now. Okay. We good.
I got you, Mary.
4,
Beware.
2, 1.
Oh, the Murloc was chasing after you.
Oh, man. Not like it does any damage.
Mary said this boss is easy as fuck, dude.
Hollow.
And is.
It is.
Yeah, say it. It is.
Yeah, it's true. It's easier than
Mount.
the first couple times.
Nobody but Loxy died.
Front
Too
of the
bad.
boss down. Yay.
Yay! Hands dropped.
God damn it.
2-piece for me. Since I gave them
Congrats.
up last time for Soul. Well, if
Yep.
I win them.
Oh, nice.
920 feet.
Oh, I mean,
935 ring,
you
huh?
know, take